I don't want to be that guy. Arsenal or Atletico Madrid got no chance of winning this Champions League. Football's a funny old game, and the underdogs typically come out on top, which I hope I'm right about if it's Arsenal. And obviously, we need to get through Atletico, and Atletico need to get past Arsenal. If I take away my Arsenal cap here and I look at football from a neutral perspective, and I don't consider Arsenal in the semi-finals, and I also don't consider that Arsenal exists, Bayern Munich PSG is what us neutrals wanted. It delivered, but that's what we want to see in the final. It had everything. 9 times out of 10, these games don't live up. The first thing I would say is company, all these new managers around here, or the current managers, they all micromanage. You got to stand here, you got to do that, you got to do this, yeah. But also, you saw as much as there was structure, tactically, it was interesting from PSG and Bayern, the starting positions, the goal kicks, how they were playing out from the back, how they were trying to nullify the opposition. But no matter how much you try to control in life, there's an element you cannot control, which is chaos. The game was chaotic. You know, PSG will be happy they scored 5. Luis Enrique and the boys will be vexed that they conceded 4. The same goes for Bayern Munich with the 5 they conceded, and obviously the 4 that they scored. Now, if I'm PSG, I'd be kicking myself a bit because second half there was a period, you know, when they went 2-3 up, if I remember correctly, it felt like momentum was with them. Bayern Munich showed resilience. You know, the game had everything, and this is what I mean when I say, yeah, the Champions League, the manager's tactics obviously decide it, but the games will be summed up by the individuals. I trust Arteta's tactics in the Champions League, not so much in the Prem, but I trust him in the Champions League. My players, individual brilliance, standing up with resilience. You know, you saw that from Doué, Carrick, Skeeler, you know, Elise even, you know, Diaz got a goal. I don't know why it was even chalked off for offside. The game had everything. End-to-end football, obviously goals, set pieces. It had everything. It had everything, man. And I had to have some notes, man. Like, it's cinematic, people. Nobody predicted 9 goals. 2 managers big on control. In some moments, they had no control. There's total chaos. You saw what those players are doing. There was world-class players all over the pitch, from Elise to Doué to Dembele to Carrick, Skeeler. I can't pronounce his name. Forgive me. It had everything, people, man. It had everything. It had everything, and it's all to play for. And as I said, Arsenal probably can look at Atletico with a bit of confidence and chinks in their armor. Likewise with us. But this is what I always mean in that. The Premier League, obviously, the managers and the players have to win the games. The Premier League, the players haven't always done their best, but I do think it's been Mikel Arteta's tactics. And I said this before, and I'm going to say it again. The manager has to go and win us the Premier League. The Champions League, I think it's with the players. And what I mean by that is, yeah, I do think we'll be up to par tactically, structure, off the ball, etc. against Atletico, against PSG, against Bayern. But they're all equal, if not better than us at that kind of structure stuff. And their individuals are shining. You look at obviously, PSG got their squad, Bayern got their squad, yeah. And I will say this, regardless of how bleak it looks, you have to keep going. They've got the only thing Arsenal can match these teams is tactically. Arteta's shown he can do that in Europe. But when it comes down to the individuals have to go win you a game. The individuals clawed it back for Bayern. The individuals came back from behind, actually, for PSG and obviously showed their quality. Can I have that same level of belief in my collective attackers? Probably not. Because notice how it wasn't just Doué, it wasn't just Dembele, it was everybody. João Neves popped up with a goal. Bayern, the same logic. There's a couple poster boys. I think Musiala got better in the second half, let the game go beyond him. I look at Arsenal right now, I've only really got faith in Eze. And that's what I mean. The players have to, as much as they got to adhere to the tactics, the players have to go out there and win it. It's going to be for either Arsenal or Atletico Madrid. Both teams got to handle business and whatnot. It's dark in that final, man. It's absolutely dark. But, you know, again, that was a generational game. That was a cinematic experience. That's probably the best game I've watched this season and the best game I've watched in a long time in the Champions League. I've probably said that numerous times, but you get the point.
You always just don't happy when like